Hello everyone, welcome back to another writing session. First order of business, move the camera. Okay. Second order of business, move the camera a little more. Third order of business, do you guys have water next to you? I got this big of water. I'm gonna need you to take a sip for 5 seconds. So go get some water, or don't, I don't really care, but. I took 7 sips instead of 5. Okay, so now, fourth order of business is we are gonna write. I am kind of accidentally feeling some negative emotions this morning. Maybe it's from the way I started my day. I rolled over and I went on Depop and I started online shopping for some clothes, and then I didn't want to get up. Where usually on Saturdays I'm like, get up, and I'm like doing stuff. And I've been doing stuff, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I do usually. And I think it's because my mind has some negative thoughts on it. Not even negative, perhaps. They were more confused thoughts of like, what am I gonna do with my life, you know? But they kind of turned a little bit negative because I just started thinking about negative things. And for me, sometimes negative things come from social media, seeing things on social media, seeing people pretty much tell me what I should be mad at and tell me things that I shouldn't accept in life that I think I want to accept. And I don't know if anyone will know what I'm talking about right now, and I don't expect them to, but I think it's an overarching enough issue to where maybe you do, but social media is going to try to like shove things down your throat. They're going to try to make you an angry person, a negative person, a person that is rage baited, a person that scrolls and spends their life scrolling, has no time to do anything else, can't be good at anything else because they're scrolling. And see, you can tell I'm a little bit angry today. But it is Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna try to relinquish that anger onto a page. Because you cannot be feeling negative emotions on a day that's about love. But then I'd be thinking, like, why is it about love? Because companies want to make money, so they've made it about love. So then I get even angrier. But JK, I'm not spending money today. Actually, I might be. But it doesn't even matter. I don't even know. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Okay. Got a little off track there. So today I'm just freeform writing. I have some things on my mind. I have been feeling very confused when it comes to what I want to do with my life, which is a big deal. And I know it's common at this age to feel like that. So I just want to let all y'all out there know you're not alone. I also don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like I know what I'm doing with my life, but I'm like confused on if I'm executing it correctly or not. I don't remember if I told this quote in the last video, but this is one of my favorite quotes. Also, I know I told a quote, or I told a story from the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, in the first video. This is also from that book, but this one is, if you have one eye on the here and now and one eye on the future, it's going to take you twice as long to get there. So I have been trying to not have my eyes on the future. Just focus on what I literally like to do and what I feel passionate about and what I feel drawn towards. Just going to focus on it. And that's my step one. And I have been doing that, and it feels good. My body is pushing me to do more. My brain's pushing me to do more. So I know that doing them isn't just gonna get me there. I know I have to put the work in, as in I have to strategize and I have to plan. But I'm not just gonna be looking at that beautiful future the whole time. If you're always looking at like, oh, that beautiful future I'll have one day, but you're not doing the correct work now, that's just not gonna happen, you know? And I was always looking at the beautiful beautiful future and not doing the work. And now I am doing the work and not looking at the beautiful future. But I think that I'm gonna try to find a balance between strategizing, planning, and just doing it. So that's honestly might not even be what I write about today. Write about whatever you want. It's a beautiful day because you're gonna be writing. It's a beautiful day because you're about to learn some shit about yourself, and that's why it's a beautiful day. And I think even the worst days, you're gonna learn some shit about yourself. And that's gonna be the positive out of it. And it's not even gonna technically be a positive. Not every positive has to feel like sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes positives are just, I learned something really important today about myself. And now I know what to do from here. Like, even when something really bad happens to you, I think there is always going to be a learning lesson there, and I don't think that that means that it has to be the positive in the situation. I know that that can seem like something really bad happens to you, you just don't want to hear that. But life is just supposed to be us being, you know? We're human beings. We're just supposed to be being, and we're supposed to be experiencing. And me knowing that I need to be experiencing and me knowing that I feel safest when I'm not experiencing means that I have to constantly be putting myself out of my comfort zone. And I have been putting myself out of my comfort zone a lot, and usually I'll put myself out of my comfort zone a little bit and then I'll run back in and be like, oh, that was super brave, good for you. And I'll like coddle myself for a little bit and be like, you don't have to do that for a while. But recently I have not given myself a break, and it's what I need. I just need to put myself out there and continually put myself out there and be continuously processing what is happening and continuously like in shock of myself and surprised of myself. And I did have a little bit of a mental breakdown because I was maybe pushing myself so often, but I think that's just like a breakthrough for me of being like, yeah, I'm not coddling you anymore. You get your rest time. I of course give myself rest time. I of course listen to my body, but I'm not gonna allow myself to not live anymore. I'm not gonna allow myself to not try to go get closer towards my dream life because I'm too scared, because I like to just stay in and cuddle, you know? I'm not gonna stay in and cuddle all the time, which was kind of the path I was on. So I'm getting out there, I'm making friends even. I'm connecting with friends I already have. It's been honestly a really good experience, and I get like a high from it. And when I almost don't want to get a high from it because then I kind of crash from it. So I almost want to just like be nonchalant and be chill. Like, yeah, you're making friends, you're going towards your dream life. You don't have to like, like get high about it and then crash about it, because that is what I do, and then I coddle myself. But so we're trying to just push through, pushing ourselves, not needing to crash after because we just exhausted ourselves so much. Just like take it slow, take it as it is, don't overthink, don't overanalyze. Sometimes the big picture isn't needed. Sometimes you don't need to zoom out and see what it looks like from the outside. Just live your life. I needed to hear that. I don't know if anyone else needed to hear that, but I'm going to write about maybe that, maybe something else. But it's going to be silent, not listening to any music. If you guys want to listen to music, I would, of course, recommend that. I think it's beautiful to write and listen to music. Where'd the cover sheet of this go? Oh, it just got turned around. But, maybe put some on your record player if you got a record player. Put some on your CD player if you got a CD player. Do you. And got your notebook, your pencil or pen. Do you guys prefer pencils or pens? I'm a pencil girl all the way. If there's a pen around and I have to write, I'm literally like, I love pencils so much. Even if it doesn't have an eraser, because the pencil I have at work doesn't have an eraser, and I really don't care that much. I'm fine with just scratching stuff out. I just love the look of pencil writing. Okay, here we go. That's a little too close and personal. Okay. Posture reminder. Make sure your posture isn't that of a hunchback. Oh, Notre Dame. I moved the plant that's over here, so now we have a little tree. Okay, and if you have your water, let's take some more sips. Ah, yes. Okay, just made it to the end of, I wrote 4 pages. Nice. I feel good about that. My hand is hurting a little bit. I've been writing a lot this week. So I think I might end it there. I wrote kind of just about what I was talking about. Just following your passions because they're your passions and not because anyone else wants them to be your passions. I feel like most people know their passions. I wouldn't say most, even. Like, a lot of people know their passions, but they don't know their passions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always known the things I was interested in, and I always knew the things that I, like, got lost in, but I never even considered those as being, like, something I could really center my life around. And I've been thinking about that recently. Like, what are the things that I just delve into and I love? Instead of what are the things I know will make me money? What are the things I know will look good to others? Stuff like that. But yeah, that is the end of the video today. I hope it was a good writing session for everyone. I hope you got more hydrated than you would have otherwise. Speaking of, let's do one more chug. Okay. Go forth and have a great day. Yeah, you can do anything you set your mind to.